Hello, Leo. This is Rosemary coming to you from Ansara Angels. Thank you for joining us. This Angelscope is for both Leo Sun and Leo Moon. These are your October 2014 angel answers from your Leo angel Virtuel, who resides over fixed fire. Leo leaves September behind with a hop, skip, and a jump, chanting, "There's no place like home." But it's sure good to travel again. Incorporating in the forceful energies of the Hunter's Moon on the 8th of the month of October. This is the season for pursuing what you want, not what you will. I know. That seems contrarian to the usual sense of the phrase. Nevertheless, you must go for the gusto and go after the goals you have set for yourself, taking what you want from the trophies of the hunt. You're a lion after all. If you're a vegan, Leo, your prey might be more easily subdued, although more troublesome and stubborn to cultivate. The lion's looking at 2 eclipses this month, a total lunar eclipse on the 8th and a partial solar eclipse on the 23rd of October. With all this pillars of Yakim and Boaz activity going on, this month is going to be a time of quiet moments interrupted by startling times, well managed in a similar fashion to how one would clean up after a storm. Remember, the method used by nature is to assemble and then break down, as seen in any growth, peak, and crumble aspect of this third-dimensional existence we call life. Conversely, the spiritual aspects of the planet of Uranus and the asteroid Lilith do just the opposite to your deeper, high heart and more transcendent desires. These celestial bodies will first degrade and then build up your body of light and thus adjust Leo to the planet Mercury going retrograde on the 21st of October, creating intellectual comfort at a time the lion usually feels a bit befuddled. The planetoid Pluto is going to form an icy obstacle course towards facing nightmares that are the real power behind attaining desires that have come well into view, Leo. The most awful things in the world may well not bring you what you think you want, but they are bringing you what you find enjoyable. Addictions to whatever you are habitually into will rise up to meet you this month. People pleasers will be the worst, agreeing to almost anything slip past their left brain and fasten securely to their right hemisphere. Be very mindful though, Leo. Some people are surreptitiously left-handed, and this may cause you problems in creating your own reality matrix and fashioning people in your image. You must ascertain if the person you wish to help is right or left-handed from birth and not a casualty of compulsory right-handed education, as is the case so much of the time nowadays. Love matters come into full swing in October due to the aforementioned lunar and solar eclipse combination presented this month, Leo. You may find the familiar and nostalgic go for the jugular approach to lion-cub play between you and your fun water sign buddies more shocking, even profoundly precarious in October. The ancient planet of the moon will move the will of the lion over to the martial aspects of the tree of life rather than Leo's more comfortable solar decisions of true will. Aries the Ram and Scorpio the Scorpion will challenge Leo with fifth house considerations. Both water and fellow air signs are most likely going to become more and more dependent of supplications to elementals, Menahunis, and leprechauns that cause great ambiguity and manipulation. Don't fall for anything and stand for what you know to be true, for his is a season that will test the line because magic is afoot. There is a terrible storm of passion brewing in the general aspects of Mars, so keep your famous fighting spirit focused and well-tempered with reason, as well as plenty of coping mechanisms to shake off the enormous hoaxes, still sure to be coming your way as we enter into the Halloween season. Ooh, it's going to be scary. Against your leonine pride, anyway. The lion will fare best if you keep your decisions as familiar and focused as possible. You know yourself, and you will do better in October if you stick to what you know to be best for you and resist the temptation to take risks, allowing others to take over your better judgment, especially when it comes to emotional competition. Most of what you perceive in the areas of love as competition is untrue or extremely exaggerated anyway. So just relax, because not much has really changed when it comes to human behavior. In other words, Leo, people and events are not what they appear to be, and are rather like a ghoul that rots from the inside out. October is a month of great success for you, Leo. When it comes to love interests, if you only take your time and see the romantic dance being played out, noticing the true intentions of affection rather than any form of menace or tomfoolery pointed at you. Many folks want to take exception with you, but they can be counted as friends if you only look deeply into their soul, as you are quite capable of doing. And for goodness sakes, Leo, allow people who are friends to be friendly rather than pushing them away, as the lion oftentimes does, because feeling slighted. So you start to feel a little slighted. Virtuel says, well, don't let it bother you so much. Do not allow yourself to indulge in negative thinking or depressing ruminations. You do that sometimes. Move both thinking and emotion into the positive arenas you are best at, but for heaven's sake, stay calm. You will be indecisive this month when it comes to emotional relationships. The month of October will unleash a strong effect on Leo's main romantic relationship that will either take you both to new heights or break the situation apart. The lion will do well to focus on fundamentals and the primary aspects of society, because battle between you and those closest to you may ensue if you cannot keep your focus and calm. To sum all of this up, this month, when it comes to romance, you will deal with a lot of manipulation aimed at breaking apart the relationship you have so carefully and purposefully cultivated. This is important. And you may then ask them, and you, what more do you want from me anyway? These matters are emotional in nature and will be set into motion with the express purpose of playing you to change your mind on matters you have already pretty much made up your mind about. So, to have things all work out in your favor, Leo, and to cement and seal your primary relationship in love, and your even your primary friendships and family situations, to make sure everything is secure. Here's what you do. Stick to your purpose. Stay calm. Do not take risks in October, but go out and have fun, especially on Halloween. then things should work out very nicely for you in the area of your emotions this month. Money matters prove indecisive as well in October, Leo. The Lion has lots of offers in October when it comes to financial opportunity, and you will find yourself creating new businesses that provide an enormous increase in your personal wealth. Seriously. Again, you will feel indecisive, Leo, but stick to what you know, and if changes are to be made, make sure they are reasonable for you and only you, because you tend to people please to the displeasure of everyone most of the time. Do what makes you feel substantial and elevates your self-respect, and all will be well with you in October, Leo. Competition is the name of the game this month, but this is not an area where you need to fret, because everyone is aware of your ability to defend those you care for. Everybody knows about that. You have much to be thankful for, and this gracious attitude will see you well through the more outrageous aspects of the month when dealing with the financial theater. Remember that most of life's events are God's way of preparing our souls for bigger and better things yet to come. A woman or a man's home is his or her castle, so they say. You must celebrate, decorate, and enjoy the season of Halloween. Decorate, even your yard. Not to overly focus upon your water sign and fellow fire sign relationships, Leo, but these signs may tend to feel the need to manipulate, there's that word again, events and position themselves, like in chess, well for finance in October, simply due to a desire to magically and effortlessly manifest cash. And why shouldn't they? Pisces, Cancer, and Aries will be wishing upon a star and expecting their wishes to come true. Of course, you will have to explain once more to these silly putties, a double mind causes events to wander off into the ethers, and certainly causes events and earthly things to manifest quite quickly and in an astonishing manner. You will explain and console those who are frightened of the headless horseman during the Halloween season, as you must do every year. But more so this year, everyone is going to be scared of things that go bump in the night. So saying prayers is going to be especially important for you and everyone you care for this month. Again, so don't overdo and do not engage in people pleasing in any way, shape, or form. How many times do we have to tell you this? Take your own advice, Leo. Folks concerned about evil magic will do that, of course, because if they're concerned about it, they're doing it. And they're going to have a field day during this season. But the difference this year will be that they will actually be able to see some effect of their enchantments against those they feel are threatening or overly competitive in some way. As usual, Leo, your role will be to console and reassure, as well as protect those who are frightened at seeing the results of their own empowerment. For we all fear most, of course, our own power. Health matters will be where Leo shines very brightly in October. Please do not fly too high as you ascend towards the heavens in the area of health. Leo will have an enormous amount of energy. And the caveat here is that if you push too hard, something will break. So do not force or overdo in the area of sports, exercise, or healing, fasting regimens, and the like. ixnay on overdoing. A little bit of these things is fine, not too much. Very even keel. You are going to overestimate yourself in October in many areas, and as we all know, if we push ourselves even when participating in wholesome activities, we will feel it ultimately in our health. Insane workouts may be your best bet in October, Leo. But engage in these activities with common sense, ever mindful of proper stretching prior to workouts and cool down regimens afterwards, because you don't do that. All right. Dress right. Eat right. Manage your moments, and your days will take care of themselves. Resist the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? For the time being, because you are exactly where you should be right now, Leo. Make sure you get plenty of fresh air, and if ever there was a month to get away from the overindulgence in technology, this is the month. Seriously, Leo. Put down the technology and listen to the flora and fauna, because you are well tuned in to both the right and the left now. So you're tuned in to both your conscious and subconscious, your intellect and your understandings. Aries the Ram and Scorpio the Scorpion have much to offer you when it comes to home remedies that have been forgotten about or abandoned in favor of modern healing techniques that are both expensive and time-consuming, to say the least. Of course, the more ancient healing methods are time-intensive as well, but require a more do-it-yourself approach instead of having someone else fix them. Joyfully, much of modern medicine stands on the back of eons of discovery, bringing much easing of suffering to many. The trick is not to overthink things this month. If you are not sure about a certain course of action, simply do nothing, because if you are not certain, it's not for you. The Lion will see that the entire month of October is very fun and very spooky as a result of trying out new foods and attending new seasonal events. Enjoy the trick-or-treat madness of the Halloween season this month for your health, vitality, vim, and vigor. Be wise, be well, be all you are meant to be, Leo. Your divine tone of I will. Resist the temptation to argue in October with those who enjoy arguing with you, because you're so much fun when you're mad. Thank you for joining us, Leo, and join us again next month.